All right, let's get right into it. Today we're cutting through all the fluff, all the vague advice like just work harder. What we're going to do is break down a real system, a true blueprint for achieving, well, pretty much anything you set your mind to.
I mean, who hasn't felt this way, right? You've got these huge ambitions, this vision in your head, but then you wake up and the path forward is just a total fog. It's that feeling of ending the day with regret, knowing you could do more if you just knew how. You are definitely not alone in that feeling. But there is a way out.
So this is the big question, isn't it? How do you go from dreaming about a goal to actually building it, to living it? And let me tell you, the answer isn't some fluffy advice like be more patient. No, it's a concrete process. And it doesn't start with your to-do list. It starts inside your own brain.
Okay, so before we can change anything out there in the world, we have to understand the software running inside our own heads. Seriously, think of it as your body's internal operating system. Getting this is the foundation for everything else we're about to cover.
Here's the single most important thing you need to get. Your brain's #1 job is survival. That's it. It's not to make you happy or rich or successful, it's to keep you alive. So it sees risk, discomfort, and failure as threats. The second you try to change, your brain slams on the emergency brake with fear and doubt, desperately trying to protect the old you.
And this is where the battle really begins. Your brain is literally programmed to crave safety and comfort. But any goal worth having, I mean any goal, demands that you lean into risk and get comfortable with being uncomfortable. To win, you have to learn how to consciously override your own default settings. But here's the good news. Here's our superpower. It's called neuroplasticity. And look, this isn't some self-help fluff. This is real neuroscience. It means your brain can physically change. It can rewire itself and create new pathways. But, and this is the crucial part, it only does this in response to your actions, not your thoughts or wishes.
This is such a game changer. Most of the world waits to feel motivated before they do something. But people who actually achieve things, they know a secret. Motivation isn't a spark, it's a result. They train their brain by taking small, daily actions, and that consistency is what builds the momentum that creates the feeling of motivation.
All right, so that brings us to phase 1 of the blueprint, the inner game. Before you even think about the daily grind, you have to win the war inside your own head. This is all about setting up that internal clarity, that identity that makes success almost inevitable. You have to get this. Vague goals lead to weak actions. If you just tell your brain you want to be successful, it has no idea what to do with that. It's like telling your GPS, take me somewhere nice. It's just going to sit there. But when you decide with absolute crystal clarity exactly what you want and by when, now your brain has a direct command. It has a target, and it starts working for you. Now, writing your main goal down every single day, this isn't some magic trick. It's a command. You are literally drilling that mission into your subconscious mind. And when you do that over and over, you start to upgrade the very image you have of yourself. Eventually, it stops being something you want and starts becoming who you are. It becomes your identity. Okay, here's a weird one, but it's so important. When you go around announcing your big plans to everyone, your brain gets a premature hit of dopamine. It feels good. It feels like you've already done something. And that feeling can actually kill your drive to do the real work. So learn to build in silence. Let your results do all the talking for you. Okay, so once that inner mindset is locked in, we move to phase 2, the action plan. This is where the rubber meets the road. We're moving from internal clarity to the daily, tangible actions that are going to push you forward, day after day. This shift in focus is absolutely critical. You can't control the final outcome, right? And focusing on it just creates anxiety. But what you can control 100% are your inputs, the work you put in today. Achievers fixate on one simple question at the end of the day. Did I do the work? If the answer is yes, that day was a win, period. That's how you build real, earned confidence. 24, that's it. This number is the great equalizer. The billionaire, the broke student, you, me, we all get the exact same amount. The only thing that separates people isn't talent or luck, it's how they choose to use these hours. So, how do we use them effectively? A great way is to split your day into these 4 zones. Your build time is sacred. That's for the deep work on your main goal. Learn time is for reading, studying, getting better. Maintain is for the necessary stuff, errands, chores. And kill time? That's the enemy. Mindless scrolling, gossip, that's the zone you have to shrink. You have to reframe how you think about this. Focus isn't just a skill you have,
It's a fortress you must defend. Every notification, every text, every interruption is a direct attack on the future you're trying to build. You have to protect your focus like a lion protecting its cubs. It is that vital.
And that brings us to the final phase, phase 3, the mastery mindset. This is the deep work. This is about making success a permanent part of your identity, so that the change you create is sustainable and lasts a lifetime.
See, belief isn't a feeling you wait around for. It's a skill you build, like a muscle, and it's forged in action. You start by taking small, kind of scary steps. Each time you do, you're creating daily evidence for your brain. You speak to yourself as the person you are becoming. You celebrate the small wins, and you just repeat that loop over and over until I can slowly transforms into I am.
Everyone is chasing excitement, the highlight reel. But real mastery, it's found in the mundane. The secret weapon is learning to fall in love with the boring but essential work that you have to do every day. While everyone else quits because it's not thrilling, you'll be quietly building unstoppable momentum.
You have to be a scientist with your own progress. Stop guessing. Stop relying on how you feel. Start tracking your inputs, your reps, your hours, whatever it is. Data gives you the unfiltered truth. It removes emotion and tells you exactly what's working and what's not. That hard proof is what will keep you going long after the initial motivation fades.
And maybe this is the biggest battle of all, the one happening between your own ears. For most people, their inner voice is a bully, just constantly tearing them down. Your job is to become its teacher. When that negative thought pops up, you're not good enough. Don't just accept it, question it, correct it. Ask, okay, what can we learn from this? And then redirect your mind back to the work.
So when you put all of this together, what does it all add up to?
It's a fundamental shift. It's the difference between being a passenger in your own life, just reacting to whatever comes your way, and stepping into the driver's seat and actually commanding your own direction.
Look, this isn't just a handful of cool ideas. It's a complete operating system. The blueprint is right here, in your hands. But information by itself changes nothing. The real life-altering power only comes when you apply this system daily, seriously, and consistently. This can be more than just another video you watch. Let this be a line in the sand. Let today be the day you really got it. The day you stopped just reacting to your circumstances and instead made the decision to start truly leading your life.